Hello and welcome to the next and last section of my Power BI course, where we will look at how to visualize correlation. And in particular, we will look at how sales of different products correlate with each other. Now, as usual, we will start with looking at requirements and looking at metrics that will help us satisfy those requirements. Okay, so initial requirements, initial high-level theme that we're trying to tackle in this video and in this whole section, we should look at which products have correlated sales. In other words, which product changed in unison, if which products have correlated sales with each other. And we actually have a special metric for that. It's called correlation coefficient. And moreover, we have a special visual that gives us an overview of correlation coefficient of all the product pairs. It's called correlation matrix. So let's look at the correlation matrix and how to read it. Essentially, correlation matrix, it is a square table. Rows and columns are exactly identical, and in our case they are products that we're selling, and the values in the cells are correlation coefficients between sales within a product pair. Now, if it is negative, it means that sales move in the opposite directions, and if correlation coefficient is positive, then it means that the sales move in the same direction. Now, if correlation is close to 0, then the relationship is weak, and if correlation is close to 1 or -1, then the relationship is actually pretty strong. And finally, you already noticed that the diagonal values are always 100%, and that's because the sales of between the same products is perfectly matching and correlates perfectly and always because it's the same, it's a self-correlation. In many cases, a typical scenario is that the correlation matrix is formatted according to the value of the cell. For example, like this. So we've looked at how correlation matrix look like, and to build the correlation matrix in Power BI, we will be using Power BI custom visual that we will import to Power BI, and I will show how to do that.